match, if I see correctly.
How many players did we lose? It's like
only
2?
Only Jakira and the PA. So Invoker is disconnecting as well. Hopefully there's not some bug right now so that we have to wait for an all pick lobby to be made. But
yeah. Remade lobbies certainly kill the vibes and the flow. You know, these teams just itching to go here on their lower bracket adventure. Gonna have to stay their patience. Oh, nice. I'm still loading in.
Do you want to talk about those wooden PCs?
Hey, we're back.
This is it. You were super happy about your cool graphics card, but this is one thing that people tend to forget, that Dota is CPU heavy.
CPU intensive, yeah.
Doesn't care.
I've got a Ryzen like 5700 too, so you'd think we'd be all right.
Is Dota on your SSD?
I believe so.
Do you have an M2?
Yes, I do.
And it's weird. You should have gotten in before me. Then you need to clean out your PC, my friend. Maybe vacuum it a bit or something.
No, it's freshly vacuumed. We took care of that when we switched out the graphics card, thankfully.
You know those scams, right? You order a graphics card from
Temu,
from some sketch. Yeah.
Wow, a 4090 for $100. This is a good deal.
And it comes over, and lo and behold, it's not that one. So
it's just a brick.
Exactly, but I would assume that a company as big as that wouldn't scam you. We have like a private one where anybody can sell whatever they want, and a lot of people are like real businesses, but scammers do happen here and there.
You do have some folks acting in bad faith, looking to make a quick buck, as we'll see who could make the buck here in game 1. Very double smoke coming out from both teams. I feel like Radiant probably make better use of it. What do you think here?
If it was under normal circumstances, sure, but because it starts as a daytime, your Night Stalker is a creep, a fat guy that's running around, right, who doesn't even see.
He just needs his glasses.
Imagine a vampire with glasses, right? Kind of defeats the purpose. A lot of the vampire movies, superhero movies, when they get their powers, they kind of lose the glasses. So
right, a little reverse Clark Kent action going on there. We'll see if Persic can be Superman walking into 4. No, he's gonna fly away.
So it is gonna be a 2-for-2 in terms of runes. Nothing too fun to start things off. But laning stage, I think so far we've had fun laning stages. Even though when we watched Wildcard, it was stomps. The series before it, there was constant pokes on the lanes, and I feel like there's a lot of spell spamming this time around as well. So I'm expecting an action-packed laning phase.
Yeah, spell spamming gonna be present. You got 6 sticks in the game, so the players are certainly itemizing and anticipating it ahead of time. Taking a look at top lane, Lich Ursa versus this Night Stalker and Jakiro. Attack speed slow from the dual breath, nice against the Fury swipes, but gonna see Ursa go a perfect 4-0 here on the first wave. Even deny the range creep.
Yep, doing well. The way that you played Ursa, you have very low damage, but you posture aggressively, and the enemies rarely want to trade with Ursa. So that's how it goes. So what you want to do versus Ursa, that's why they send the Jakiro to top. Get him low. Do not focus on the Lich. Every single spell has to go towards the Ursa. And cyberding, I guess that's his name. He's doing all right in that lane so far.
Bottom side, little typical tale of Clockwork versus Rubik in the side lane while Magnus just watches. He might join the fray here. Just gets pulled into the cogs, but a little extra money for the dive. Top side, Purple Sky does not dodge the dual breath with their shot, but gets out of right click range.
Yep. Okay, they're starting to apply pressure on the Ursa. He tried level 1 when the Jakiro wasn't as annoying, where the Night Stalker wasn't as annoying. Now this Ursa is gonna start suffering a bit in the lane until minute 5-15.
Liking the initiative here from the Clockwork, helping out with the Water Rune as well. Keeping the TA in a good spot mid. And Purple Sky gonna have to choose. Do you go back in and save Hames? Some snap region with the Frost Shield might just be enough to chase down the Jakiro. Jakiro has used their stick. So no
James
more
is probably
charges.
gonna die earlier. The Night Stalker has a stick, he has Void in 2. He needs a hit and Void, right? So I don't think the Purple Sky can kill the Jakiro in 2 seconds.
No. No, probably not. And a little bit of impatience here with the question marks, but you know, it's a little early on a Sunday for these Dota players. You know, not everybody the most disciplined with their sleep schedules. A little cranky starting off.
It's kind of weird when you say the start of the day, and for me it's like 6 p.m. half past
Right.
6.
It's very like snap back to like, oh my god.
Yep, and then when I don't cast Dota, like my bedtime is around 10, so the day is done.
Ooh.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, just a cool 12:18 p.m. over here. Got a little bit of snow going on in cloudy Tennessee today for me. Unfortunately, it's not sticking though, so it's just a little dreariness outside. Yeah.
Yeah, a catastrophe. Man, I hate that. I love snow, but I hate when it melts, and I hate it even more when I can't even build a snowman, and it's just super muddy and crappy outside.
Absolutely. It's the worst of both worlds. You're like, just depressed on both fronts. And we'll
Okay,
see if
let's
the
see,
depression
Hames,
spreads to
run.
Jakiro. Not
Got
gonna
him.
make it. Hames living. Draws first blood with the Frost Shield, but he gives up his life to the Night Stalker under his tower. Purple Sky wants some more, but that is a level 3 Night Stalker, my friend.
Yep, he's stronger than you, quite a bit. To be honest, and TA is doing really well in the lane. Shikigami, I expected more from him. I've seen Invokers beat TAs in the past. And Purple Sky, there's the rotation from the Clockwork gets taken out. The PA isn't the type of hero that suffers too much because you always have a dagger to farm.
Yeah, this nighttime switch with Night Rain makes the timing and the anticipation of that Twin Gate rotation a little harder. We see Ursa fall victim to it.
Yep. Oh, this lane is not going to be getting much better. I'm gonna lie, the Night Stalker will have enough stats to, once the daytime comes, be fine. You just make sure that you get the boots. Is he bringing them over right now? Exactly that.
Take a look mid lane, please. Shikigami found by Gia. Muzan walking into the cogs, but
He's fighting.
Getting very low. Shikigami
The lifesteal.
sitting their ground.
Oh my god.
Steal from the Facet gets him through the hard times.
The Rubik didn't have the lift. If he had the lift there, that could have been dangerous for the TA as well. Speaking of danger, Lich.
Danger spreading to the top side of the map. All corners feeling the grasp of the danger. Purple Sky on top of the hero will walk him down. And let's see if Juan can get a little bit of return action. But full wave, you want to get this CS going.
Yep. But still, Ursa, only 9 CS, a Battle Fury building hero. That is a really bad situation to be in. And like the Night Stalker is probably gonna get the phase boots before the Ursa. That destroys your whole lane, right? You have the Orb of Venom, you're expecting to hunt with it. Night Stalker is not gonna be hunted.
It's hard to hunt when your prey is faster than you. Able to play the tree line,
or stronger,
or stronger. Yeah, it's like going after a bear with I don't know, with a pillow. Hoping it will subscribe to a pillow fight, but unlikely. You got me kind of catching up now, and you see Lich, Mr. Hames trying to get away from Juan. Cyberding throws that blood grenade, but getting walked down by Purple Sky. Gia joining the fight, has both of their spells. Will be on top of the Ursa and walk into the cogs. Yep. Goes back in and steals the kill with the battery assault. You'll love it.
So here's the kill.
Yep. You know, Night Stalker, you take a little too long. My impatience is too present. I'm going to take this for myself. Bottom
But
lane.
they left the PA alone.
Yeah, PA getting punished with the clockwork absence here. Persic and Extendo recognizing the opportunity. Those are the moves you gotta make. As Shikigami
again
receiving a move from Clockwork. Ames coming back with the gaze, pulls Muzin under.
No mana for
very
refractions.
low. Yeah, no mana has to.
Oh, just got it.
Yeah.
My thanks.
Lucky break for the TA. Now, how's this Phantom Assassin doing? 26-1. To our Ursa, 16-1 top side.
You know, I just took a peek at the net worth, and they're actually even. So this Ursa, with all of the pressure being applied to him, is still fine. Ish.
with a capital ISH.
Yep, pretty much.
All right, Rubik now. Person coming back bottom.
He has no
Messing around
boots.
the hard camp. It's gonna be a tough escape here. Clockwork putting him in the blender, but Extendo gonna get bounced off the cogs, and a double stack chasing down the Clockwork.
The PA putting more emphasis on farming the small camp than killing the Rubik there. He was holding on the lift, so maybe he was afraid that if he jumps into the cogs that there's gonna be an invoker TP instantly. So yeah, better safe than sorry, I guess.
Radiant are scanning.
Especially you're somewhat close to that tier 1 tower, so a
Dire's
lift
courier
into
has
a
been
skewer shockwave could be a little more devastating than you think. See Shikigami teleport for the Wisdom Rune, anticipating the Gia snipe.
He supports need those levels. You have two supports that are kind of reliant on their level 6s. There's the Dark Ascension, the first one.
Dire's middle tower.
Ascending to the skies, Phantom Assassin joining for the kill. Good use of the Twin Gate to bring down the Ursa. Now Night Stalker,
Hames.
top net in the game, leading the charge onto Hames under the tier 1 tower. Not strong enough to hold him off. Radiant Duo, another kill.
That move from the Clockwork towards the bottom lane where he killed the courier didn't get the rune, but the Invoker TP'd in is what allowed this to happen. If there wasn't an Invoker TP after that Dark Ascension, he immediately goes in, and maybe he even saves the Ursa. Most definitely saves the Lich. But yeah, you can see how some moves beforehand really do have an impact on the game as a whole.
Yeah, I feel like the Radiant cyberding are responding to the moves a lot better, or maybe with greater speed than Red Bulls.
Yep, I mean they're the ones dictating the tempo, and they need to, right? The way that you deal with the greed is by forcing out rotations. You poke so that your enemies respond, and then you know that your greedy heroes are going to be able to farm or make moves or whatever your idea of what needs to be done at that point is. The big thing though is that the Magnus is having a good game. The mid lane tower isn't really taking all that much damage, so you're not really going to be taking too many towers down. If you're the Radiant side, this Magnus will be a problem for you.
Yeah, closing in on that Blink Dagger. There's 1.3k gold banked up. Getting very close.
In power.
That net worth can just explode, and you know they're probably going to be stacking for this Templar Assassin for this Battle Fury PA. So Magnus, a good candidate. Get in the enemy jungle, snatch up that farm, and get out. As Juan getting out of the top lane.
He's fine. This is the thing. He has the phase boots. Ursa has as well, but it's usually the Ursa. If he gets the phase boots first, he bullies his opponent. Wasn't the case this time around, so no bullying will be happening.
The bullying going to be happening and limited here to the mid lane. Gia walks between the cogs and gets right out. Maybe no prolonged bullying, but all the mana gone on that Clockwork.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but he did have a wand charge, and a clarity, so he's still kind of capable of making moves around the map, especially with the tranquil boot still up.
Yeah, this Serenity.
Magnus changed his mind. Extendo is a greedy guy.
Oh my god. Playing carry from the off lane. Going for that Echo Saber. Oh, Shikigami. No hook shot yet on Gia, but the battery assault, the cogs, powerful enough into the ice path. Muzan looking to close the gap and get those right clicks on the Invoker. It will be strong enough to bring him down.
Supports are in trouble.
TP from Magnus. The support's gotta be worried here. Magnus cancels, and now Juan under the tier 2 looking for Hames, but he's gonna set aside on Ursa. Isolated under the tier 1 tower. No supports around, and Rage is ready, so maybe trying to delay. You've got the Lotus as well. Find the Jakiro, get a kill. Extendo, once cancel the TP, arrives. RP at the ready, but Invis Rune gonna be picked up by Muzan.
Very nice move from the Magnus. Saw that his team was having trouble and he came over. As soon as you see the Dark Ascension, you need multiple heroes to save your buddies because the supports are just going to get sacrificed if you do not have enough heroes there. So I'm glad that they brought everybody. Of course, apart from the Invoker, who is dying again.
They're going to bring everybody again and again and again. It just flips to what team
is alive.
To take the initiative. Shigihama lives through it all, and now an Ice Path stopping the Ursa in his tracks. They do bring down Night Stalker on the back line here. Purple Sky will die to the damage over time of the Jakiro. Level 6, but no Macropire going to be cast when you are controlled. Sinister Gaze. Good spell.
This Invoker really got demolished in the lane. He got the Wisdom Rune. He's an Invoker, and he is 2 levels behind the TA. Maybe even a bit more. So it is a huge difference. Invoker should usually be ahead in experience because of the innate, but nope, not gonna be happening.
I think just outskilled, outplayed. The rotations also affecting that.
Yep, Clockwork was a big issue, right? Killing him a couple of times. He was already losing, but him losing his life a couple of times is really a big deal.
All right, no loss of life up here just yet on the top side. Do see Lich stacking the jungle. Maybe a little bit of recovery, but more likely just stacks for the Magnus, for the Ursa.
Swiftly to the temple's defense.
They're rotating towards that Ursa. He needs to be careful.
Oh my god.
He's aware. He's aware. He had vision in the river, so just get the hell out.
Yeah, Templar Assassin hunting, Haste Rune, and Psionic Traps doing a little scouting for you. And they're going to put the hurt on this tier 1 tower, but also Dire getting some damage on the mid tier 1 tower. Alacrity Invoker, right clicks adding up. And what do we steal? Okay, Void stolen here, but will it be worth it getting walked down? And you're not going to even get a chance to use that spell. And you grant Muzan a lot of gold.
Yep, and his Blink Dagger is going to be the first item that actually allows you to play, and now Extendo is losing his life. The final crit finishes him off.
No.
That is that is a problem.
You think you could pressure the PA after she gets Battle Fury. Not really a great tool for fighting one-on-one. Damage is nice, but now you give her a large bounty off of your head, and she just gets to go back into the jungle undisturbed.
Not great. I mean, she still has 36% evasion. One is going to be targeted on top, and well, he just doesn't care. He's way too fast during nighttime, and already has a blink. Okay, timing is there. The Dire side are in trouble. Red Bulls. Death is coming.
Death is coming, and a blink soon to be on the way for TA. Double blink lineup with hook shot online as well on the Clockwork. Think you can say bye to the rest of your tier 1s as you might be saying bye to your Invoker. A nice telekinesis from Rubik with a temporary save. Return action from Invoker throws him up with the tornado. EMP off the mark. Not enough of a lead on that.
If they get a tower, it's gonna be fine, but you need to do it right. This blink reveal is not good enough. He didn't kill anybody. No, the tower falls. That's good enough now, and you have an opening too with the 2 blink daggers. Make a big problem for your opponents on the map. Plus, there's an AD rune for the TA, so people are going to drop really fast.
And this is not the one you want to have drop if you are Team Red Bulls. Ursa spotted out.
He's gone.
Simply gone. Maybe a stretch kill happens on the return and the arrival of Shikigami, but Phantom Assassin now fortifying the forces. Good Frost Blast coming out, but Templar Assassin under the tier 2 tower gets disarmed. Return to action looking decent here for the Dire as they lose their Lich. Magnus TP taking a year. A full calendar year. PA gets a double kill, and now Magnus Extendo not extending the duration on anything, let alone his own life. Full team wipe here for the Dire. Radiant surging ahead.
Deep in, one by one, and this is the result. The Magnus being greedy, not having that blink dagger early, not defending the mid lane tower, all of those things coming into play. And when he finished off his harpoon, he just died to the PA. I think the decisions of this Magnus, I can somehow understand what he was gunning for. Like, oh, they're gonna be greedy, we're gonna be greedier, and we're gonna win. But you still need to stop the enemy timings, and now you haven't done so. They are gonna be way too powerful, way too fast.
And they're taking all of your little nice jungle stacks that were going to be good recovery tools for your Ursa, or get ahead tools for your Mag. Pair that blink with the harpoon. Simply not in the cards, though.
It's not a good spot to be in. You've only taken down one tower. That mid lane tower of the enemy is still standing. You don't really have a hero to get close. You don't have anybody to make plays. Your Ursa is heavily underfarmed. Doesn't have the battle fury 16 minutes in. Disaster.
Yeah, maybe the only saving grace is the fact that your Mag is level 12, but Templar Assassin ahead, and now also Phantom Assassin 2 levels ahead of the Magnus. Shard picked up on TA as well, so expect to see some cheeky silences coming out.
Yep, those silences are going to be big. You have to. You're already behind, and you're going to have to be playing versus those traps. The Roche is probably going to be on the menu fairly soon for the other side. PA is being a bit greedier, not going for a BKB. Has a full S and Y ready and just wants a basher. I mean, you can get away with it.
You're not going to get away with having your Rubik live here, even
a bonus
of the tier 2. Bonus +1, the TP will be your undoing. Shikigami living for a fair amount of time. Gets the ghost block and is somehow alive through it all. Sentry goes down, he gets out, and the right click won't land. A flare will, though. You're able to track with that frost shield, but a chain frost bouncing only once. And now Lich dying for the cause. A tornado thrown. TA
is going for this. They're actually going for it. They know that he used the spell. He doesn't have Invis no more.
The nice deafening blast, buying some time, pulling back down Jakiro. Gets the vision on the high ground with that warding. Good plays coming out, and Ursa just gets driven by, and the harpoon not doing any damage to cancel the blink. Juan gets out of this one.
Remember those situations where the harpoon just pulls you in even when you blink away? I think they fixed that, but when the item was added, you blink away and he's just pulling you from half the map.
Right, you meet halfway. It's like, how did we get here? Well, this is a nice first date, I guess. Not where I pictured it, but gonna have to deal with it. Full Solar Crest picked up here on Gia. As the heroes are crashing. Phantom Assassin, a full S and Y. And no, Persic gets the barrier applied at the last second. Maybe a nice bait here on Muzan. But a beautiful ice path gonna buy time as Shikigami tries to get out. The Cog's pulling him in, and an RP from Extendo locking down the Clockwork and the PA trying to get out. Barriers applied for a little bit of extra longevity here, but the Stolen magnified from Persic. They bring him down 3 dead on the side of the Radiant. Happy to give up your Invoker for that. Maybe the Dragon on the chase. Extendo closing the gap, but a ravage of an ice path coming out. Cyberding buys time to get away.
And finally, we're seeing the power of the Blink Dagger from the Magnus. That is what you want, but also a very unnecessary play there. Diving, it's not nighttime. They got him.
Power of the Blink Dagger still extending here. Jakiro getting a little greedy, thinking you could defend that tower.
And also, we're seeing the power of the Rubik versus the Jakiro. He might not have gotten the ice path, but he got the dual breath. He got the macro part. The damage output of the Rubik in that previous engagement was actually very, very high.
Absolutely. I think Rubik surviving is going to be the key to any success in these fights. Obviously, Magnus with the Blink Dagger trumping it all. Beautiful RP under the tier 2. Lock in the TA in with the Clockwork as well. Red Bull showing some signs of life here in game 1. As that life might be extinguished. Persic on the retreat. TP coming in, and Magnus arriving, but it's a little too late. 1,000 damage crit from the Phantom Assassin. Chopping down Rubik.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It is still a pretty decent lead for the Radiant side, and that's the case. That lead is gonna secure the Drosh.
Both teams getting some action here on the top side of the map. Whoever wins this might have an avenue at that Roshan you mentioned, Harry. As Purple Sky chasing him down. Shockwave off the mark, so no pullback, but a Stone Strike gonna miss. Purple Sky, he doesn't need it. Strong pin it bear.
Missed blink.
Yeah.
Come on. Do you really want to be here? Magnus is level 15.
I don't think you're the one for this, buddy. Shikiro does go down to Shigigami, and now RP used to bring down the Night Stalker.
They're coming back, and we talked about it. You might have been greedy early on with the Magnus, but at this point in the game, he's going to be one of the strongest heroes out there.
Yeah, the strength is being shown now. Great skewers, great shockwaves, critical harpoon usage as well. A Basher now picked up on the Phantom Assassin, extra method of control. Do you think it's going to be enough to turn the tides in their favor?
It could, but let's see if they can catch. Ooh, Extendo gets out just in time.
Oh, not out yet.
Man,
one more battery
happen.
assault will do it, Extendo. Oh, you tried, brother. You
In
tried.
front of the pit.
Yeah, not the spot to die, to say the least.
Yep, that is the worst one.
If anything, run east. Bring them across like a TP point, you know, or twin gate option. But now, very free Roshan attempt here for the Dire.
Yeah, it's gonna be a successful attempt. The second Roche is the most important one for both Dirsa and the TA, but the first one is also important for increasing the lead. The PA is already level 18. Those crits, they're just gonna be killing everybody. The Lich and Rubik are goners. He wants a BKB. I'm gonna be expecting maybe a Nullifier. Afterwards, big counter to Dirsa, big counter to the Lich. The things are still looking kind of grim for the Dire side, even though they kind of came back into the game.
Yeah, speaking of this Lich, saving up for a Blink Dagger. You think Blink's the move, since they're going to be building up that Nullifier, a Ghost Scepter, just going to be irrelevant too soon?
Yep, Blink is better.
All right, and a Blink would be sorely needed here. We see our friend Lich get picked off.
You need to survive another 2 minutes of this nighttime. Aegis is going to last a little bit longer than that, but during nighttime, you are sitting ducks. It has been like that for the majority of this game. Really, during nighttime, the amount of lead that cyberding have been able to get every single time is
Shot
insane.
narrowly off the mark, but the cog hockey being played and being played quite well. Rubik ping-ponged around. And Shigigami with the force staff to the high ground will dodge the attempt.
They're going.
They are on the high ground. Phantom Assassin in, but gets RP'd. Buyback on the Rubik. No BKB on this Phantom Assassin just yet, but the dagger will seal the deal. Invoker going down, and Phantom Assassin with the glimmer steps back in.
Vision?
But out again. Phantom Strike to the low ground. Amazingly survives on pause one.
Everybody's having some issues with invis in this game.
You forget about the traps, which are also invisible. A nice ice pass.
Chain Frost
down the Lich. Chain Frost still persisting. Aegis is brought down as well as the Shapiro, and now can you get your Phantom Assassin out to safety? She's back in. She wants some smoke as Juan gets the silence up, walking down the Rubik.
They need help.
Rubik, by the way,
Oh
the
my God.
damage is supreme. 3 gonna die here as Phantom Assassin gets skewered to the high ground. Extendo trying to make something happen, but it's just not enough. Dire running out of gas on this prolonged skirmish, and Shigigami still in it. Wants some more action. Tornado EMP onto the Templar Assassin. No mana, has clarity. But God. What a
your Ursa died. 70% of his HP was taken away by 1 crit. So basically, what the PA needs is 5 hits to kill him. 6 actually, because the methodical. But you use the dagger, so it's 5. And you get a couple of hits in. The Ursa dies if he doesn't have the enrage. This is a problem. Even with the BKB, that's not going to change.
No, certainly not. And Harry, you mentioned the second Roshan. being one of the most important times here in Game 1. I'm noticing Night Stalker purchased the shard, now has grabbed the hand of Midas. Do you think that Night Stalker also recognizes that timing and says, you know what, I don't have to be ready until that second Roche is taken? So I'm going to itemize for that and play ahead.
Well, the way that he has itemized is kind of normal for Night Stalkers. We see them going for Midases here and there, and he's not really buying a BKB, so I don't think he's itemizing for that Roche fight at all.
Well, good casting here coming out from Hames. Gets the Chain Frost balancing, almost brings down Juan. Phantom Assassin cleans up the Lich, and now Gia locking down the Invoker in the cogs, puts the Sentry down to reveal the Ghost Walk, even gets the Dust out. Good spell casting, good item usage, gonna add up to a kill on the Invoker, dead for 45, as the Radiant cannot be tamed.
They cannot deal with the PA right now. He bought a Satanic. He didn't even need to go for the BKB. You're not killing this guy. That's just the case. His damage output, it has already proven that it's way too high. And now look at the poor Magnus that is being hunted.
And you know, Harry, playing into heroes such as the Invoker, the Rubik, the Lich, you would think these are heroes that necessitate the Black King Bar pickup, but the status resistance from the S and Y, the Dispel also from the Satanic, these are prolonging the eventual arrival of that 9-second BKB charge, which is going to be Omega value when you start to try for that high ground breach.
Well, you spoke about BKBs. Well, the other side bought too. Both the Magnus and the Ursa just got theirs. But the thing is, for a PA, hard lockdown and heavy magical damage is what she's afraid of, not like poke and stuff like that. But the smoke will be breaking.
It will, and RP onto the Templar Assassin, Ursa in the cogs, and the Extendo joining the fight together, putting the two pieces of red. We have a dire Radiant sandwich, 2 dead as they're looking for more. Templar Assassin on the high ground, and we have a pause. Let's get a gauge here on the battlefield. We got Muzan on the east, half health.
No supports and no nighttime, so plus Muzan is low, as you mentioned, so you've already lost this fight. The only way that you're winning is if the PA just murders completely the backlines, but already has been the kiting has started. So I don't know why they always decide to go for a fight. I guess this time around they weren't the ones starting it off, but it's not nighttime. Pull back a little bit, play around your vision, make sure that you're breaking a smoke on a high ground so that then you can choose how you fight rather than just being caught with your pants down. I think this is the second time, and I'm not sure if it's going to change the game. It's 3 minutes before the Roche, so even if you lose this fight, it's not that big of a deal. But there's absolutely no reason to put yourself in that kind of a circumstance.
Absolutely. And I mean, you might not lose the Roshan, still, as you mentioned, 3 minutes from the spawn. But the economic fallout from this could give the Dire a better angle at which to approach the next Roshan. If you have 3 ping players, don't play NA. It's a waste of time. Oh, interesting.
Well, you know they're winning, so might not be that much of a waste of time, I guess.
Right. Sounds like what somebody losing might say, as Templar gets a double on the cores. Hames with the buyback. Night Stalker arrives. They bring down
He's like, kill me as well with the Chain Frost.
Oh, no way. Hames. Master Hames with a double kill.
He told them not to play with ping. He told them just a second ago, so they should be aware that he's ready to battle it out.
Could somebody on ping do this? Kills your Night Stalker and TA by himself. Oh
This should
man,
make my
unreal.
life easier.
That's gonna be close to the Blink Dagger on the Lich as well. A lot of gold going into play.
Quite nice, quite nice. I mean, you get 2 core kills, not something that you see every day coming from a support role. I mean, he wasn't even close to the Blink Dagger. I don't know if he even had it in quick buy. Maybe he was thinking about buying something else, considering that before those 2 kills, you're probably going to be looking at it. I'm never buying a Blink. And then suddenly, oh, wait, I just got given more than 1,000 gold. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like a winning lottery ticket, or you're walking down the street and find a nice hefty bill on the sidewalk. It's like, oh, my day just got a lot better.
Dude, I don't know how much your bills are worth, man. If you win a lottery here, I don't think you can find a bill that big.
No. Certainly exercises in hyperbole, but, you know, I mean, If I'm walking down the street and I find like $50, $20 on the ground, I'm like, damn, that's lunch, dinner. Let's go.
Easy. Does America have like a big lottery for the whole US?
Yeah. There are some big lotteries though, most regional. Statewide. I think most of them are run at the state level as a statement being made, killing Rubik, bringing him down. A nice hook shot from Gia as they continue their aggression on the high ground. In the cogs, a nice force staff to get him out. Shikigami living under the tier 4. Magnus in, but silenced up. Gonna have
Bash.
BKB has the RP. Bash slowing him down. Will fall as we see Ursa on top of the Phantom Assassin, but the Magnifier doing some work. As Ames falls on the back.
He's gonna kill them all.
Assassin unchained. A nice ghost walk buying some time, but immediately out of it with the right clicks. The battle of the 1v1s. Ursa goes down. PA murdering. And oh no. Why would we pause here? Admins. Check it, MEP. Worried about some out-of-region players not adhering to tournament standards. You do need to have 3 players based in the region in which you are competing. However, these are statements that usually take some internal investigating from admins and tournament staff. So to have something established here immediately and in the match, quite a spicy turn of events, but might not be possible in a timely manner.
Do you have to have them present?
When you play, you have to be in the region. You have to have at least 3 players in the region. We saw some disqualification from previous qualifiers due to teams not having the required players playing from in region. There was like a full 5 stack trying to play from somewhere in Southeast Asia, I believe. We will be reviewing the case. Please continue the game. There we go. Finry Ford, one of the primo admins on the scene. Respect Finry Ford.
School network? Are your school networks crap?
No, not that much. Yeah. So Typhoon was the excuse made last time whenever multiple players had very high ping. But nobody in the US calls storms typhoons. We don't really tend to have typhoons. Hurricanes are rooted to the region, you know. Tornadoes certainly, but not typhoons.
I love the TikToks with Florida people with
oh my god,
with hurricanes.
Florida, man.
Dude, they are so dude, they're my idols. I want to go and be trained by how can you be so awesome? They're like, okay, all of this area is gonna be flooded in 3 seconds. Awesome, let's go have a bath, right? It's
get the speaker, get some beers, let's go outside. Yeah. Oh, but now, Harry, we can't even make TikToks about typhoons in NA. Oh, we're losing our freedoms day by day as the Dire losing towers. Hames, he's got the blink.
You said you're a boomer. I thought you would be in favor. Oh, bash again.
Oh, and this bash is going to be a ban on Magnus. Chain Frost coming out from Hames on the low ground. Purple Sky going to the fray. Sinking those claws in, but won't be able to bring him down. 2 more dead for the Dire. The strength of the Radiant being felt here. And now Shikigami found out. No dust.
Radiant victory.
But GG. Gonna come out. And Team Cyberding take game 1 amidst some controversy here. We'll have to see how it pans out with vision from our admins coming soon. But Harry, a hot match and all right, Dota fans, we have a shocking update here in the first round of lower bracket play. Team Cyberding been found guilty of being bad babies. They are disqualified from the ESL One Raleigh closed qualifiers. They have been found guilty of using a ringer here in the match and a different player on one of the accounts, so playing under someone else's account. Better player, you know, and that is grounds for disqualifications. So Red Bulls after losing the first game, they they get lucky,
Easy.
get blessed by by the admins. An easy win, right? So they will advance and they will play Yoru Ryudan in lower bracket round 2. And that match will be happening here in about 2.5 hours. So, you got a nice little break. Go out and maybe think about, am I the person that would use a ringer, or do I have character? Do I have something to hold on to deep inside? And while you search for that answer, we'll be waiting for you to come back. And we want to hear what you have in the chat of our game at 4 p.m. So for now, Harry and Malibu, we're going to be signing off, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.